Welcome back, everybody, to episode 13 of the Movie ReBrew podcast. I'm your host, Keegan Holland, and with me is my co-host, Mike Jennison.
Hello.
What's up, Mike?
Not much.
With us this week, we have our returning guest, Cody McCune. Cody, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back after I blacked out on the last episode. Ready for redemption.
Good. The fans have been calling for it. This week we were reviewing Call Me By Your Name and drinking Abita Peach Lager. If you've seen the movie, you know why we're drinking this. And we'll see if I can put this down after seeing the movie.
You'll be able to put down.
The movie made me want a peach, actually.
Wow, that's the totally opposite thing I thought after seeing.
I was ready to run to the produce section.
And it was juicy.
Dive in, butt naked.
Oh my god. Before we get to the news, let's open these beers. I assume no one's had this, right?
No.
Yeah.
What brewery is it?
Yeah, some New Orleans, I think.
Hold up. This is really good. Peach peach is my favorite fruit, and it's not because you can have sex with them. I just think they taste good, and
I like peaches too.
I don't think there's anything missing from this beer. I mean,
I can't really taste peach.
really.
I was gonna say, if you gave this to me, I don't think I would think it's a beer.
I'm getting all beer.
Like if you told me, hey, this is a
It's
peach.
peach juice.
Yeah, this is peach juice. I think I would believe it.
It smells like peach. Like when I cracked it, I got that hint of peach, but I can't get it. I don't know if I'm sick or what.
I mean, the peach is there. It's not like overpowering, but it's definitely there.
4.5%. I don't think I can do 60. I don't know. We'll
Really?
see. We'll see how I'm feeling after this first
I
one.
am loving this.
This would be awesome on a summer day in Italy. You know.
Yeah. Oh, I was looking up beers with peach, and I saw Blue Moon makes one from the month of January to March.
That's kind of weird.
Is peach a winter thing?
I wouldn't think that.
I don't think that either. Yeah. Well, Jacob claims citrus season is winter season.
Really?
Yeah.
Winter's coming.
Winter is coming.
No winter's here.
How can peaches be grown?
Well, like Florida doesn't get cold, Mike. I don't know if you knew
No shit.
that.
What do I even search? When do peaches get picked?
Alright, so when is peach season?
In Florida, it's April to May, and in Cali, it's May to September.
So January to March makes a lot of sense.
Perfect sense. In Idaho, it's August to October. How about that?
Why are they growing peaches in Idaho? Potatoes only.
Maybe it's actually a big peach place. Never been.
You haven't been to Idaho?
I wish. Bucket list.
Alright, let's get to the news.
Good evening. I'm Will McAvoy.
And I'm Evan Baxter, and here's what's making news.
Good evening. I'm Ron Burgundy, and this is what's happening in your world tonight.
We're on a short week here because we recorded earlier, so it's not much news, but there is a big story.
There's a lot of news.
Okay.
I mean, the Academy Awards came out in between.
Oh yeah, that's true. The Shape of Water is accused of plagiarism.
I didn't even heard this until you texted me this morning. So what's the story?
There's like a play or something. I should really have this down better. Where it's basically the same story, but instead of an amphibian man, it's a dolphin.
Dolphin
Like
Man?
Just a dolphin or dolphin man?
A dolphin, like a janitor falls in love with a dolphin. I think she's mute.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy close. Yeah, look it up because I'm probably slaughtering the story. And then, but I saw on
Dolphins
Twitter.
are one of the only mammals that make love for pleasure.
Yeah,
as well.
it's true.
And
So-
the Bonnaboo.
And they can give consent.
It's true. It's those three.
Also, dolphins don't often ask for consent. Dolphin rape is like a very prevalent thing.
Really? Among
Yeah.
the dolphin community?
No, among the dolphin community and like people swimming with dolphins, like and not in a controlled setting. Dolphins will take things underwater, rape
Oh.
them with their huge schlongs, and then kill them. They like
What?
swim so far underwater that it
Oh, okay.
suffocates, and then it's just going to town.
Wow. I think you're gonna say humans having sex with dolphins, but it's the other way around.
Yeah, it's the dolphins. I mean, the blowhole thing makes sense, but no, dolphins are good.
Wow, that's kind of nuts.
Dolphins are on top.
Okay, yeah, the 1969 play Let Me Hear You Whisper is about a cleaning lady who learns to communicate with a captured dolphin and then decides to break it out.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like Shape of Water.
Fox Searchlight released a statement. Guillermo del Toro has never read nor seen Mr. Zindel's play in any form. Mr. del Toro has had a 25-year career during which he has made 10 featured films and has always been very open about acknowledging his influence. If the Zindel family has questions about his original work, we welcome a conversation with them.
We said this in the review for Shape of Water. It's not a wholly original movie at all.
No. It's
So,
very much take on like Frankenstein.
yeah, I believe that this is not plagiarized. It just came to his head and happened to be pretty damn similar to another story.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't intentional.
It wasn't intentional, no.
The only thing it gets is the mute janitor thing, 'cause that's a very specific thing.
Yeah.
But I doubt Del Toro would do that. He's a very established director. I don't really see what he'd have to gain.
He said the idea for it came from another guy. He went to a dinner with a guy, and he had the idea of, like, a captured creature and a janitor, and then Del Toro took that idea and ran with it, because the dude isn't as big as Del Toro is. And yeah, maybe that dude heard or saw this when he was a kid, and like it just stayed in his head, and then he came up with the idea.
Oh yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Yeah, it could have been just totally accidental.
Yeah, I doubt this was intent, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays out with like the Academy, because right now it is the front runner.
Yeah. Casey Affleck steps out of presenting the Oscar for Best Actress. It's tradition for the Best Actor to present from the previous year to present this year's Best Actress. This is a lose-lose for him. Either he does it and gets criticized or booed or whatever, or he doesn't do it and brings attention to himself.
I don't know if it's a lose-lose. I think it's the right move by him. I think.
Oh no, yeah, but like people are still like now they're bashing him, and maybe he wouldn't have gotten it. I don't know.
No, I think it was definitely the right decision.
Yeah, I think people view like, hey, he knows what he did. Like, he's trying to like right this wrong.
I agree. He had to do this too, with everything going on.
Agreed.
Yeah. I wonder what they're gonna get now.
Someone had a list of like, a bunch of women that should present.
I guess a woman should do
I
that.
like it.
Yeah, that's probably the right thing. Agreed. Denis Villeneuve came out and said that the box office is what cost Blade Runner Best Picture nomination.
He's probably right.
Yeah, he says no movie that fails at the box office ever gets awarded, so he thinks that's what cost it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still upset about it, but
No,
and he's running a really sad tour now of of problems with this movie.
He gets more and more depressed by the day.
Yeah.
Every time it's a headline of him just being really
So sad.
it's taking a lot out of him.
Yeah.
Poor guy. I mean, because he didn't make a masterpiece and he's not really getting
Credit for it?
But he got what, 4 or 5 noms?
5, I think.
5.
Yeah.
I should have got maybe 7, 8. But he's still getting credit.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen Blade Runner, Cody?
I'm not.
No.
I never got around to watching the original, and I wanted to do the due diligence of watching the original before.
I suggest watching the original before. I think it's definitely a better movie with it.
I agree.
Which hurt the box office.
Isn't there like a 4-hour uncut version of 2049 that's supposed to be out, but
They talked
he'll
about
never
it.
release
Yeah,
it.
he won't release it.
I think
But
he will.
I hope he
eventually.
does, yeah.
But
So I would definitely watch it.
It seems like he's pretty butthurt about this.
Yeah. I want to buy it on DVD or Blu-ray just like to support the movie as much as I can. Because, I mean, it's beautiful.
Shoot a bootlegger.
How long is it? 2 hours and 40?
2:42, I think.
42,
Yeah, it's up there.
I saw it 3 times in theaters? Ish? 2 times in
Two
theaters
times
and 1
paying
time
and
for
one
free.
time for free. Yeah. Getting all my support behind it.
Both times for $3.
Yep. I know. I should have paid full price. Damn it. I'm a piece of shit. Jumanji 2 wants to compete with Episode 9 for the box office.
Fuck that.
They're getting a little too big for their britches over there at Sony. It did well against 8, but 8 still made $1.3 billion. And it's not going to... I mean, 9 is going to be huge.
Yeah.
You'd think, right?
And I didn't see the movie, but I doubt Jumanji 2 is going to have any big build-up. I'm sure it's not some great epic.
I heard that it was really funny.
Yeah.
But
I heard it's a blast, but...
yeah, I mean, you throw Kevin Hart and The Rock, they're just going to make a bunch of, he's a mountain of a man and he's really short.
Yep.
Those jokes. And you throw Jack Black in there, which I think Jack Black is hilarious.
So good, yeah.
So, yeah, I get it. It's going to be funny. I don't think it's, like you said, it's not that big.
Yeah, like...
I think it's up there with, like, Spartacus and The Odyssey.
I'm interested in seeing it. I'll probably see it eventually.
I do want to see
But
it.
there's no rush. There's no rush to go see it.
And then, I don't know, I think this is true. The New Mutants is getting pushed to 2019, which is the horror movie in the X-Men universe.
I saw it got moved.
Okay.
I didn't know what it
I think,
got
yeah,
moved to.
because they want to make it scarier. And also, it's going to be the hardest PG-13 movie of all time. Which is like, fine, sick. Congratulations. That's no
dumb.
accomplishment. Yeah, no.
But yeah, that movie should be scary.
Yeah.
If you're making a super horror movie. Yeah. Oh, some Star Wars news because you brought it up. You see The Last Jedi novel comes out March 6th,
Mm-hmm.
and Rian Johnson and Jason Fry are writing it together. And I guess there's a bunch of new added stuff to it and deleted scenes that he had to take out. Rian Johnson, he didn't want to. The one thing that sounds interesting is the Han Solo funeral is going to be in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to open the novel. Yeah, I feel like that's cool.
Yeah, I read the novelization for The Force Awakens, and it was barely any different. Like, they added a scene where after the TIE fighter crashes, they show Poe in the desert, which they don't show in the movie. But if they're adding more stuff, I'd be interested to read it.
Yeah. The Han Solo funeral. That's
really cool. Ryan Johnson is hilarious on Twitter.
Oh my God,
He's
yeah.
just been clapping back at people.
Yeah. He's not taking any shit. It's awesome.
If you tell him to F off, he'll quote tweet you. Put a heart emoji.
Yeah, he's clearly upset that people aren't
Taking it upset. He's embracing it now.
Yeah. I think he's enjoying it.
That's a way to be when you're something that divisive.
Petty as hell.
I love Petty.
I don't think it's that petty.
No, I mean, I love it. It's hilarious. Defending his baby.
Baby Driver got 3 noms. Let's go.
Yeah. Segway!
Alright, so the best picture noms were Call Me By Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. The one big shocker was Phantom Thread getting a nod. They got no love from any of the guilds. And somehow it got a Best Picture nom. I guess the Academy just loves PTA.
I was going to say, the Academy loves Daniel Day-Lewis, too.
Yeah. That's true. That's probably
the combination of the two seemed like a no-brainer, I guess, for them.
Yeah. I would have loved to seen I, Tanya, Florida Project, or The Big Sick get a nomination. I'm not surprised it didn't.
Big Sig got the screenplay.
Yeah,
I think that's the big
really
thing.
Going
Yeah.
for. Florida Project that got the foe still. I, Tanya's well represented in other categories, so he still got some love.
You saw I, Tanya last night, right?
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah, we
It's
loved
a blast.
Yeah, I think the soundtrack adds a lot.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I liked how it was like early 90s. You don't really see too many movies yet take place then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there another one?
Yeah, go for it.
The Shape of Water led the way with 13 noms, followed by Dunkirk 8, 3 Billboards 7, Darkest Hour 6, and Phantom Thread 6.
Yeah, for not expecting Phantom Thread to do anything, to get 6 and be like among the top, what 5 movies you just said? Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
And Darkest Hour.
The Quiet
Yeah.
Six.
Quite, yeah. Well,
Man, Blade Runner should got like 7.
and Blade Runner got 5. We should mention that. Lead actor, the big thing was James Franco not getting the nomination, Denzel getting it. All the James Franco stuff broke the day before ballots were due,
Mm-hmm.
so I thought he was gonna be fine. But apparently, enough people hold their ballots to
The last day.
not vote for him.
Yeah.
I get not voting for him in this climate. I'm fine with that. But we brought this up on Twitter. The fact that Kobe Bryant then got a nomination is
Yeah, I should probably defend myself here. My GOAT positive Kobe Bryant tweet was just like, wow, this guy's done a bunch of shit in his life. That's pretty cool. It wasn't pro Kobe's a good guy, right?
I know. It was so odd that like they nominated him in this.
Yeah.
In this climate.
Yeah. I know. Hey, have you watched it?
I'm not. I will.
It's on like Go90. What's that? It's like Go90. Some video service. I can't
you can
remember.
see it right now?
Yeah.
A Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. Exclusively at the Blockbuster in Boise, Idaho.
I usually watch the nominated shorts in theaters, so.
Free Blockbusters outside of Evan.
They all hold the rights for.
And by the way, I said
basketball.
Justin Hoffman raped 2 girls. Yeah, he did rape anybody.
Oh my god!
The worst thing he did was, well, it's still bad, but he showed his naked self to his 6-year-old daughter's best friend.
Ooh,
Which isn't good.
No.
Which isn't good.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
You said the worst thing he's done.
I know, which was still bad. That's why I wanted to
He's
say.
exposing himself.
Yeah. And
To a
then he
6-year-old.
convinced her to give her a foot massage while he was wearing a robe in 1982.
Jeez.
That's when that happened. All right, back to.
Oh, I was happy to see Daniel Kaluuya, or however you say his last name, from Get Out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get the nod for
Yeah, that was cool.
Best Actor.
He definitely deserved it over Hanks because Hanks' performance was very.
You can't do a Boston
He
accent.
can't, and they keep throwing him out there, and he just keeps not delivering.
Yeah, I don't think Hank should deserve it.
This is like a breakout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
It
only
means
seen
way
him.
more to Kaluuya than it would to Hanks.
Yeah.
It'd be like nomination number 7.
Yeah. He hasn't been nominated since Catch Me If You
Castaway.
Can. Oh, Castaway.
Yeah.
He's been on a bit of a drought.
I think he got
Wait,
5.
really?
I think he got 5 or 6 noms in like 8 years. Then he hasn't got one since Castaway.
He won 3 in a row, or won 2 in a row, and should have won 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Jeez, can't
What,
speak.
Apollo 13?
No, he lost for. He won for Philadelphia,
Won for
won for
Forrest Gump.
Gump, and should have won for Castaway, but didn't.
That would have been 3 in a row though.
Really?
Tom Hanks.
Castaway's a 1.
The Bills of Hollywood.
The Bills.
The Buffalo Bills.
Oh. But he won.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. Oh, maybe it's not Castaway, but it's something that he should have won for again.
Well, Apollo 13 would be 1995.
Oh, okay.
And he's good in that, so
Yeah, he is really
you
good
can
at
make that case. Oh, this is my trivia fact. I don't know if either of you guys are going to get this. Get Out is the second movie to ever come out in February to get a nomination for Best Picture. You guys need another movie? I'll give you a hint.
Kind of a year.
It's a 90s movie.
A 90s movie.
Came out in February.
Hulk?
No.
That was an indie. It was like a.
Here, I'll also give you another hint because this is a very tough trivia question. It is the only horror genre film to win Best Picture.
Silence of the Lambs.
This is interesting that they both came out in February.
Both horror movies.
Both horror movies.
Is that your
Is
foot?
Get
Okay.
Out considered horror or is it thriller?
I think it's considered horror.
It's considered horror.
It's a psychological thriller, though.
Yeah, I always say I think every horror movie has thriller in it, but every thriller has horror.
But not every thriller.
Not
Yeah,
every thriller
yeah.
is horror.
It's
but
the-
every horror should be thriller.
Rectangle and square thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Or isn't it rhombus?
No. It's
Rectangle and square. Yeah.
Every square's a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. That
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
See,
I think rhombus also works. Isn't rhombus like the big genre of like 4-sided things?
No,
that's a parallelogram, right?
Fuck me. Whatever. I don't care.
I don't know. Geometry. Lead actresses were Chalk, Sally Hawkins, Frances McDormand, Margot Robbie, Saoirse Ronan, Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep got her 21st nom. She broke her own record.
That's how records work.
of most nominations. Supporting actor, there were so many good supporting actor performances this year, but the nominations were Dafoe, Woody Harrelson, Richard Jenkins from Shape of Water, Christopher Plummer, and Sam Rockwell.
Woody Harrelson is terrific in that.
Yeah.
Despite dying so early in the movie, well, what seemed early.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Those letters were
Yeah.
key to the-
Hilarious.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny.
and the way you read them is so good. Yeah. I'm happy he got nominated, especially because it was such a great year for him. He deserved it. I can't believe Call Me By Your Name. Neither of them got nominated. Hammer and
Chalamet got nominated. Oh, Stolberg.
Stolberg did.
Yeah. Stolberg should have got it just for his body of work this year.
Such a loaded year for
Well,
actors.
and that scene at the end, it's
Yeah, it's really good.
Supporting actress was... Oh, the Phantom Thread girl got supporting actress,
Is,
which was surprising.
is the mother from Shape I, Tonya. I was saying Shape of Tonya.
Shape of Tonya.
From
Man,
I, Tonya,
great figure on Tanya Harding.
Did she?
She got nominated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's
should
guaranteed to win.
She's
yeah.
the favorite to probably win. Who'd
Yeah.
you like more? The mother from Lady Bird or the mother from I, Tonya?
As a mother.
Lady Bird.
Yes, I think that's pretty safe to say.
In terms of the role, I, Tonya.
Yeah.
She's so fun.
Yeah.
When she breaks the fourth wall and she goes, my plot areas kind of getting cut out. I'm gonna come back into this movie. I just lost it.
Yeah, that's so good.
Animated feature, Boss Baby got a knob.
Yeah, that's nuts. That is nuts.
At a 45% Rotten Tomatoes. That's just me off the top of my head, but something like that.
I heard someone give a stellar review of Boss Baby.
I heard it's like really strange.
The animation doesn't even look good. I saw the Citizens on it. It looks weird.
Who's the lead actor in it?
Baldwin.
The Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. I'm not gonna see it.
No.
I think it has like an incredibly low. Yeah, 52% Rotten Tomatoes. Crazy. They got a over Batman movie, which I called, and it wasn't going to get a nomination.
Bullshit.
The Academy hates those Lego movies.
Yeah, even Lego Movie didn't get nominated, which is a travesty.
Adapted screenplay, Logan became the first comic book movie ever to get a screenplay. Thank God it got it. Much deserved. The other noms were Call Me By Your Name, Disaster Artist, Molly's Game, Mudbound. Mudbound got a lot of love. Also got cinematography. Rachel Morrison became the first female to ever get nominated for Best Cinematography for her work in Mudbound. It took 90 years to get a female to get nominated.
Time's up.
Incredible.
Time's up, yeah.
But yeah, that was much deserved. Original screenplay, I, Tonya didn't get a nomination, but Shape of Water and Three Billboards got it. Which...
Shape of Water. Apparently not that original.
Not that original. I think I, Tonya should have been in there because it was a very original take on
Biopic?
biopics.
Yeah, I agree.
So that was upsetting. That's one that got to me. Call Me By Your Name should have got cinematography. After watching that, movie shut.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
Never wanted to go to a country more than Italy after watching that.
We're skipping Italy, baby.
And we're not going to Italy. Film editing. Oh, yeah. So film editing, sound editing, and sound mixing, Baby Driver all got nominations in it.
Well deserved.
So freaking pumped about that.
Yep.
Might be the best edited movie I've ever seen in my life.
Did you see Edgar Wright's string of tweets? He was promising people that they would get nominated, and they end up getting nominated, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think when he was like pitching it to Sony, he's like, I don't know how well it'll do the box office, but I guarantee a nomination for sound editing and sound mixing.
Yep. And then he had a bet with Kumail Nanjiani that
You need Brussels sprouts if you got original screenplay.
yeah, for the Big Sick. Yeah.
Edgar Wright's also another great. So is Kumail
Nanjiani.
Both are great follows on Twitter. Also.
Yeah.
Jumanji?
The official Jumanji Twitter is a great follow.
Greatest Showman got original song.
Justin, we were
Suck it, Liam.
we were all drinking in my living room last night, and Justin just puts on "This Is Me" from Greatest Showman.
Black?
Justin Black, yeah, isn't that weird?
We danced to it at Zumba the other day.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's really taken off. I like that song a lot. I will not see that movie.
I was gonna say,
So I really like that song.
I don't think anyone was questioning whether or not the soundtrack was gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good family-friendly music.
Every episode, you've got to defend Greatest Showman.
Sufjan Stevens, I don't know how the hell I think it's,
Sufjan?
is that how you pronounce it?
Sounded right.
Yeah, that did sound right.
I thought
That was good off the bat.
I thought it was Sue Bond. I thought it was Sue Bond Stevens. Whatever.
From what?
From Call Me By Your Name. Mystery of Love?
So good.
Yeah.
So
Also,
good.
Visions of Gideon. Once at the end when the song is playing when
Yeah.
he's looking at the fireplace. Well, that scene's awesome. That just makes me want to sit and look out a window as it's raining.
Yeah. There's 2 original songs in
There's 3.
3.
Sue John Stevens. Sue Font. What
Something.
Wait, so that last one's original too?
Yeah, Visions.
Okay. The second one
The second one
was
is,
my
is the
favorite.
one that got nominated.
Okay, cool.
The first one wasn't really feeling it, but
I liked it. It just wasn't.
I've been listening to
great.
the soundtrack at work. I'm gonna buy it on vinyl.
it'd
be a cool
vinyl app.
Baby Driver would be a good one too.
I have La La Land. And I
Ooh.
love it.
As do
Play it all
I.
the time.
It's awesome.
What does the vinyl actually look like?
Also
Or is it
Lion
black.
For La La Land,
Yeah.
it's white, or like egg white, off white. And it says La La Land, and then it's got Gosling, Emma Stone,
On the
and
actual
black
thing.
and white. Yeah, they're just like holding hands.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's sweet.
Dope.
Baby Driver's just a
It's black.
poster.
Do you own it?
Oh, really?
Baby Driver?
No, I'm gonna get it.
I would like Baby Driver too.
I
That'd be
want
awesome.
both Guardians, but
Yeah.
I need to watch both Guardians.
Yeah, that's true. I saw the Guardians one at Exchange. I almost bought it.
That'd be cool.
Guardians was like the best-selling record this year, and like the 3rd best-selling cassette.
No, it was first, second, and third best-selling cassette.
How does that make sense?
Because, like, different cuts.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The only cassette that anyone... And then Marshall Mathers... No. Eminem Show was the 4th best-selling
Yes!
cassette.
Eminem show's so good.
I retweeted that to me. Yeah,
That's
because
hilarious.
the
Just
director...
Eminem fans just
James
can't
Gunn.
get out.
Yeah.
Eminem, that proves that Eminem fans don't even have CD players. Like,
Yeah.
they-
Have either of you heard the new album?
no.
I heard it's garbage.
I heard it's terrible. My buddy Ryan
Oh, big surprise.
said it was horrendous. I think it was his second least favorite album of the year.
Wow.
Behind Train.
I love Train, dude. Play that song.
That's my guilty
you know?
pleasure, but I think Play That Song is on that album. Alright. That's it for Oscar noms. You got any hot takes you want to take on this? You think Meryl Streep deserved a nom for 21st?
Give me an alternative, though, real quick.
Maybe Jessica Chastain for Molly's Game.
Yeah,
Haven't seen it.
definitely. Definitely.
Oh, I should mention Best Director, too. Greta Gerwig, fifth
Peel.
female ever nominated for Best Director. And Jordan Peele,
Peel!
the first person ever to get a Best Director nom, Best Picture nom, Best Original Screenplay nom in his first ever feature.
Nuts. Can't wait to see what else he does.
Incredible. He's only 37. I think I said he was 45.
Yeah, you said like approaching 50.
I'm like, he's
Fast.
old. That's the first thing my brother said after he listened to the last podcast.
He's
like,
37.
He's 37. What a terrible take.
So bad.
Did you see him and Keegan-Michael Key when they came to Ohio State?
No, you did though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got to meet him. It was cool.
Oh, that's sick. I know Owen went. I think Liam may have gone.
Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, it was just a Q&A,
Yeah.
so it was just really cool because it was obviously before Get Out. It was when Key and Peele was really big,
Mm-hmm.
so people were expecting them to have like their different throw in the different characters and stuff like that. It was really cool just hearing their background and how they met. So,
How did they meet?
they met.
Keegan went to Penn State. I know that.
Because he always has the Franklin
Yeah.
impressions, which are really good.
They met actually on the set of Mad TV.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
I remember watching Mad TV growing up because I was always more of a fan of Mad TV than SNL. They were always on at the same time.
Yeah, I remember Keegan-Michael Key from that. I don't really remember Peel that much.
I did not watch Mad TV, so I have nothing to add to
Because
this.
you're a loser.
I'm a loser.
I'm cracking into my second peach. Hopefully this one tastes more like
I'm also
like
in it.
peach.
I'm about halfway down on the second peach.
Like I get like the smallest hint of peach. Like it's not dominating the way you. Okay, let's go to the beer review.
Michaels, are you okay?
It's just beer.
What kind of beer?
I'd like a keg of beer, please.
Hey, Johnny, how about a beer, huh?
Better when I'm drunk.
I don't know if it's not dominating. It's like a perfect amount of peach that I
would
want.
you want it to dominate? I don't know.
Well, you guys both said I wouldn't tell you this was a beer.
I wouldn't. This just tastes like a delicious juice.
So it is definitely dominating.
No,
Oh my God.
like I don't. It's not dominating. I don't want too much. That would be a bad take. I would say I don't want too much orange in my orange juice. All you taste is orange there.
That's what? You just all pulp eat an orange, man. Just eat an orange.
I don't know. It's really good.
We read these when they give us the option to. Fresh Louisiana peaches are handpicked for this smooth lager. Pale malt gives the beer a sweet, crisp taste with abundant amounts of ripe, juicy peaches added in the brew house to capture the flavors
Ripe and juicy.
and aromas of real fresh fruit. All our Harvest Series brews are made with the finest Louisiana-grown ingredients.
Picked in December. Wow, how about that?
I'm gonna say mine doesn't say that.
I'm
You're
turned
saying
on. I'm turned
ripe and
on.
juicy. Yeah, I don't think I'd buy this again.
It's only 4.5.
Only 4.5. Yeah.
I drink it in the summer.
I really like this. How much does it cost?
No idea.
It was $10.99.
Thanks, Cody.
Fairly steep price, but I enjoyed it. It'd be a fun summer craft beer.
I'm out on Abita Peach Lager.
You don't like it, huh?
I wouldn't get it again. It's
What are you tasting right now? You're just tasting like a...
tasting ass. Cigarettes and ass. No.
No, I taste ass. Taste.
I don't know. Just not that much peach. It's a good gimmick for the episode, but I wouldn't go back to it.
I'm glad we got it, but yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
So Cody, would you buy it in a 6-pack or get it again?
I would order it at a bar. Like if I'm sitting out on the patio at a bar.
Yeah.
I drink it. I wouldn't drink a whole 6-pack.
Mike?
I get a 6-pack. I enjoyed it.
And I wouldn't do either, so fuck y'all.
More realistically, I'll probably get this at a bar instead of...
When the hell will you see an Abita Peach Lager at a bar?
I don't know, maybe I'm in NOLA.
No? It's abundant in NOLA, that's for sure. Alright. We made you wait long enough. Let's get into the review.
You can't handle the truth.
She's gone from suck to blow.
No, got a little bit of news.
Got more news? Fucking
I'm
hell, man.
I'm gonna go rapid fire.
Alright.
Meryl Streep is gonna be in season 2 of Big Little Lies.
Saw that. Should watch the first season. Go! More!
What do you say?
And you were gonna destroy my ears if you actually got that off.
Mighty Duck TV show.
Oh my
in
God,
development.
Mike! Jesus Christ!
Mighty Duck TV show in
No,
development.
just pull it for it.
Mighty Duck TV show in development.
Hey,
Don't
it's
say
the
it.
Mighty Duck
We're the-
TV show in development.
The creators behind the original trilogy are behind this. It's being made for probably Disney's animated streaming service. Excited or not excited?
Excited.
All right. Ellen John retiring from touring after this upcoming tour. 300 stops.
That's not news. We're done.
Cleveland or Columbus. It's not movie news. I just wanted to mention it. Damien Chazelle is working on a TV show for Apple.
Saw that.
He's going to write and direct the whole thing. Excited?
Sure.
He's also doing the Eddie. Talked about that, I think, already. He's writing and directing a little bit of that. Spielberg's going to do
West Side Story.
West Side Story and Indiana Jones 5. Indiana Jones 5
First.
coming out July 10th, 2020. He's doing it first.
I think they've learned their lesson from Indiana Jones 4. Maybe 5 will be good. West Side Story, dumb. Next.
I'm excited for West Side Story.
Mighty Duck TV show in development.
Creed 2, Michael B. Jordan will fight Ivan Drago's son.
Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago's son,
He dies. All right.
played by some really big dude.
Some Russian.
Florine Montanu. I'm excited that he's fighting the son, not actual.
Get a new idea.
That was originally announced.
Do something else.
It's not gonna be that good.
Maybe play
without
Cal
Google.
Drago. That'd be. Ooh.
Who? Oh, Khal Drogo.
Hey,
Yes.
crucify me. Cal, not in the same weight class, but
Mm-mm.
that'd be awesome.
Not at all. That'd be cool.
Without Cougar behind it, this one will be very good. We'll see. Did that come out this year? It does.
Yeah,
Comes
it
out
does.
in November. Ice Cube is going to do an Oliver Twist remake. Disney's behind it, and the director of the Hamilton musicals will also do it.
That's a Mad Lib.
Did you say? Yeah. Did you say Ice Cube?
Ice Cube, Oliver Twist remake. It's going to take place in prison. It's going to be a musical blending different genres of music.
What the
How does
fuck?
Oliver Twist take place in prison?
The whole point, he's an orphan.
I was a prisoner.
Skip.
Ice Cube's playing Oliver Twist.
No.
Rotten or fresh?
Rotten. Disney. Hey, it's Disney.
Disney's behind it.
Fresh. God, it's gonna be fresh.
I'm very intrigued. They're putting the really established people behind it. I don't know.
That's
You
very
would have
strange.
to because that's such a stretch.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. I'll say that. Clue remake. Ryan Reynolds and the writers of Deadpool are working on a Clue remake.
Yes, they are. Next.
Intrigued. Dr. Seuss animated movies in the works. Starting
Cat in the Hat.
starting with Cat in the Hat. Yeah.
All right.
And Barbie got pushed in 2020.
Who gives a shit? All right, let's get to the movie.
You can't handle the truth. She's gone from suck to blow.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
All right. So I love this movie. Didn't expect to. Got to the point where I was dreading actually seeing it. But walking out of it, very high in my my end of the year list. The show.
I think it sucks for us that it was released so much earlier in other theaters than it was in Columbus. So
It did take forever to get there.
It was
Just
the hype
got it.
train that you're like, you've heard how good it is, but you haven't been able to see it. So
Yeah, because like I was watching these award shows and I'm like rooting against it. And now, if I would have saw it, I'd be just freaking standing up cheering for it every time I saw it win an award. It's too bad. But yeah, I also loved it.
Yeah,
It was phenomenal.
Timothy Chalamet in particular is incredible in this movie.
Is that the correct pronunciation?
I hope so.
yeah, you're right.
Charmander? Charlemagne? Whatever. Yeah, because I hated him in Lady Bird. Like, despised him. But, damn, he won me over in this movie in a big way.
Won everyone over.
What a complex role. He just kills.
Yeah.
He's the youngest nominee ever for Best Actor.
22.
21?
He was 21 when the movie
He's
was
22
made.
now.
Okay. He's 22. He just turned 22, December 27th.
He has a dream. He's just a very attractive guy.
He's 12 pounds soaking wet, and his shirt's off for the entire... And you see every bone in his body.
You do.
But he walks around with, like, swinging his arms
Yeah.
like
With
Armie
the-
Hammer should walk
Yeah,
around.
he walks around with the buffest swag you have ever
He
seen.
owns it.
He does own it. It's hilarious.
Except he's smooth when he's dancing.
Oh, yeah. The one move he always breaks out into
I love
is
it.
so funny.
I just saw this
Just
first
the
time.
slide.
Yeah.
There's a GIF of it.
Really?
GIF?
I say GIF.
I think it's a.
I say good.
I say GIF too.
Okay, good.
So yeah, there's a GIF
Unanimous.
of it that's awesome.
It's crazy that all these actors are American.
And they all just nail
And
Italian.
yeah, I
accent.
wonder how long that took.
I wonder if he knows Italian.
He knows
He
French.
knows French.
He was
He-
born
he
in
grew-
France.
If you grew up in France, Italy's not far away. Maybe you know.
I think they're probably pretty similar.
People in Europe. know
Romance
more
languages. Like we said before, the music is a highlight of this movie for sure. Those three original songs are fantastic. And then Owen said this when we walked out. If this movie was filmed anywhere else other than Italy, it might not play because, man, this place is gorgeous. And I think it really needed that Italian aesthetic for sure to really sell the movie as much as it does.
Growing up on this gorgeous house.
Yeah.
All the
Dude, that's
all
the
beaches
dream.
around them.
Yeah.
Well, even like going to the town square. Now the town square is easily my favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Everything in there, you're just like, this place is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the scene where Armie Hammer's like, well, what do you do here for fun? And Elio, he's just like, wait for the summer to be over. Like, how could you not enjoy being there?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
And like their swimming pool is just like made of stone,
Yeah. And it's like 3 feet long.
3 feet long.
So
Armie Hammer just doing laps. Like,
Yeah.
That's
One
stroke.
it's like one body length. It's so funny. Armie Hammer, we should say, is great again in this movie. Stahlberg's great.
Well,
The mom's
the
great.
three- yeah. The mom could use a little more time, but She's good when she's in it.
Yeah. We have a spoilers question, I think, regarding the mom.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of hard to
She knows.
We'll get into spoilers, but we'll give our scores first. I walked out of this saying 8.5 question mark because I didn't know if I was just high on it at that point. After a week after seeing it, I'm very high on it. 8.5.
Watch it again?
Would watch it again. It is long. It is definitely long.
Every movie's long to you, though.
No, but this one, it's what,
2:13?
2:14.
Okay, but there seems like there's a very clear end point, and then it keeps going.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk
That's
about
what
that.
made it feel like it was longer than it really was. Also, we saw it at, 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
So I was exhausted going into it, and so we walked out at midnight, and I was like, oh, my God. But, man, this movie's damn good. I wish he got nominated for supporting for at least one of those two guys.
And director? Do you think it should deserve director?
I think I'm happy.
Gerwig,
I'm happy with the 5. I mean, I haven't seen Back to Thrive, but he's deserving of it. But I'm good. It's okay that he didn't get it.
I kind of fall on that.
Cody,
Who'd you recommend it to?
not my dad. I think. Okay, I'll get more into it spoilers, but there's an aspect of this movie where it is just too much for some people. I think that they would really be turned off by it. But if you're pretty progressive, I'd say go out and see it. It's a really real love story that is approachable from a lot of different angles, I'd say, and it does it really well. It doesn't feel like a gimmick or anything, or sometimes a gay relationship can feel that way.
I agree.
So if you're conservative, maybe not see it.
You're extremely conservative.
Yeah, probably not for you, but it's damn good. And
It's a little bit artsy, but not too artsy where it's not tangible.
Yeah.
But if you don't like any kind of artsy movies, then probably
I'm really high on it. Walking out of it initially, I was like, one, this movie was beautiful, the soundtrack was awesome. So I was walking out saying high 8s, probably like 8.6.
Nice, dude.
But I will agree with Keegan's sentiment that at first it seemed long. I watched it a second time, so I watched it on a Thursday, turned around and watched it on a Saturday. And I watched it earlier on a Saturday. It didn't seem as long. I think because I knew how the story developed, it didn't seem as long. And the way that they cut the movie, there are a lot of short, quick-hitting scenes.
The way they cut the movie is key.
Yeah, so there are
It moves fast.
There are a lot of short, quick-hitting scenes that you kind of have to keep your head on a swivel. No, but it's nice. And then the scenes that they don't cut so short, those are the hard-hitting scenes, like the town square, the conversation with the dad at the end.
Yeah.
Those are scenes that they want to just let the human emotion kind of develop throughout the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so well done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the editing stuck out to me too, because there's one scene where Armie Hammer's talking to the Italian guy who doesn't speak very well English.
Yeah.
He's fixing his bike. He talks to him, says one word, and then it cuts quickly. He says, "All right, enjoy your day."
Later.
Thank you. Yeah, later. Yeah.
Oh, hi, doggy.
They didn't dwell on conversations that weren't important. That's what I liked about this movie. And I'm giving this a grade. Give it a 9.6.
Wow.
Thought it was outstanding.
It's great.
I don't know. I have nothing really bad to say about this movie. It looked gorgeous. The soundtrack was awesome. I wanted to be in the movie. You want
to live in that house so bad.
Yeah.
I'll stand by saying everyone wants to be that beach man. Everyone wants to be that beach.
Good Lord.
A lot of people have paid a lot of money to be that beach.
All right,
people that haven't seen this movie are just so confused with the beach. But yeah, 9.6 thumbs up on everything. Basically, Keegan's recommend. I agree with, and yeah.
All right, so let's get into the spoilers, and I guess let's start with the beach. So what I was saying, tiptoeing around, towards the end of this movie, the sex increases in an exponential way, and I think it's too much. Even if it was straight sex, it's like, okay, we get it, they're having sex now. I understand where the relationship is now at, where it's evolved to, but please stop.
So, I think that it could have been overkill, but because of the way that the movie was shot, the sex was used as more of a device to like progress the story. They don't really show a lot. It's not a very like sex-driven movie. When you watch it, you know that they're having sex, but there's a shot to the tree. There are a bunch of different shots.
The shot to the tree was cool.
You know that it's happening, but I don't think it's like this is a long, drawn out.
No, but it just felt like they kept going to it. Like there's multiple. I know they weren't showing it, but like they were having sex. Like
when Armie Hammer goes down, him just
for like 10 minutes of the movie, it's just them like having sex.
But that's kind of the big focal point of the movie.
Yeah, it's a movie hitting on sexuality.
Yeah,
in
it's
general,
just
how
lot of
it is.
Yeah, but I feel like that is the point of the movie, so you kind of have to include it. And the way they did it, I thought was tasteful.
Yeah, I wasn't like offended by it. I just thought.
And the peach scene was incredible.
Might be one of the most.
Okay, no, I think there's a thin line that this scene rides on between being funny and being absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were people laughing at your theater during the peach scene?
He was laughing for sure.
Because it was people were dying during that scene.
I was wondering, where did you guys fall on it?
It was uncomfortable laughter for me, I think, especially when Armie Hammer picked up the peach and was about to eat. I was like, oh no, please.
Yeah, no, like when Timothy Chalamet does it, I thought it was funny, but the second Armie Hammer came in and picked it up, I was like, please, for the love of God, do not put that in your mouth. Do not eat that peach.
Yeah, see, I wanted to think that, but the back of my mind, I'm like, eat that peach.
I bust out laughing when you see the cum trip out of the peach.
Yeah,
I was like, ugh. I was like, I think that it was a good hit on the whole Adam and Eve story. You know how there's the whole Adam and Eve, Adam and Steve thing? Because the Garden of Eden would have been a lot different if it would have been two guys and the forbidden fruit was peaches. One, there are two snakes in the Garden of Eden. And all the peaches just have holes in them when they're drinking cum. But I thought that was hilarious. I was really laughing.
Yeah, you were dying.
It was an awesome scene.
Yeah, it was a good scene. The one-shot town scene was incredible.
Is that the one where they touch on Armie Hammer and he tells Armie Hammer?
They say everything without saying anything.
Yeah.
In that scene.
They bike in. Armie Hammer goes in the store, comes out, and they
holds the bike.
Holds the bike. They go to the fountain. They talk. Incredibly shot.
They separate,
and then they come together, and he's like, "Are you saying what I think you're saying?" And
Yeah, dude,
that
so
was
good,
so freaking good.
So
I'm glad you guys brought that up.
good. That scene was incredible.
It's like a long
5 minutes long.
Yeah, it's super long.
I just had a smile the entire time doing this. Is perfect.
Yeah, I'm always so impressed by those scenes.
That's what I was.
Because I mean,
from that scene on, I was locked into the movie.
Because obviously, like, theater actors learn all their lines and can do it, but you don't see that often in movies. And for some reason, in movies, it always just blows me away. It's so impressive.
You should watch before Sunset. Seriously, the 8-man takes almost throughout the whole entire thing. The whole movie actually takes place in an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, that's sweet.
And they walk through Paris. It's very similar to this story. Which is probably why I love this movie so much, because I was just remembering the before trilogy so much. Yeah. I really like these kind of movies.
Yeah. One of my favorite Hitchcock movies is Rope. It's all supposed to be one
Does that all take place in one room?
In one room, yeah. It's incredible. The way they blend the 15-minute takes into each other is nuts. But enough about that. Back to this movie. And then you brought it up, the fireplace close-up at the end. That's got to be so tough as an actor.
I've never seen a movie end that way.
I know. He's consistently acting throughout it, he's crying, he looks so sad.
No, and
that would be so hard to do.
And how was your theater during that? No one moved. Everyone was just sitting there in silence.
No one moved.
I don't think I've ever been in a movie where the credits are rolling and it was completely silent. No one was even going to get their jacket.
Yeah, no one wanted to move.
Everyone was locked in because you're like, this is spectacular. I would be doing a disservice if I did anything besides watch him just be completely broken.
Yeah. And this movie doesn't really cut to black. It just kind of keeps on going, which I love.
Mhm.
And then like,
I like that though, because it's almost like a metaphor, like it's a longing that like it stays with you even after the movie.
Yeah,
Because you walk out, you're like you breathe a big sigh.
it's a feeling that heartbreak actually brings.
Yeah.
You can't just shake that off.
Yeah.
And I thought it was beautiful.
In an interview with GQ, Timothy Chalamet says that the true villain of this movie is the tragedy of love, and I think that you really see that at the end because it's a love that one at the time period, and they hit on it a lot in the movie that it was a love that couldn't happen, but knowing that they had a fixed amount of time, and you see Armie Hammer leave, but you see it stick with Elio, I think that you really feel the human emotion there, and he's just broken. So, I love that.
Why this movie works, even if you're, it's not so much about a gay relationship, it's just a movie about love. And that's why it transcends with everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that they do a really good job of hitting on Elio's sexuality and Armie Hammer's, but not quite as much, especially with the time of life that Elio's in, because they don't just show Elio and Ollie. They show Elio and Martha too, and it's him like trying to feel all this out. I have these feelings, but you can tell that he doesn't feel right about it. And after the Peach scene, when he was like, "Oh, but I'm sick," and just like cries in Armie Hammer's arms, like, you can tell that he feels like what he's feeling isn't right, and he wants to love him, but at the same time, he doesn't know how his parents are going to think about this. And then once you see the parents talk, like, I had a huge sense of relief after watching that because like, this is really well done, and I'm really glad that they hit on the parents' relationship.
Yeah, Stahlberg's final scene with
Might be one of my favorite scenes.
so good, the speech they had. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes of all time.
Yeah, it's
My mouth was like just open. I was just so moved during that scene.
Yeah. Was it? I'm blanking. It's in the winter. He has that scene, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had just left. He had just left.
Oh, when he comes back from the trip.
Yeah, he had just left, and he goes into his father's study, and they're talking about. They're just talking about like the friendship, and he's like, "Oh, he was good to you," and Stahlberg goes, "You guys were both good," and Elio says, "But he was better," and then that's when Stahlberg transitions into without really saying it, like, "I know, but it's okay."
Yeah.
And
yeah,
the
awesome.
way that was directed, the way that was acted, it was so pure, so genuine, without ever really saying it,
Yeah. And then that leads me to my question. Did the mom know?
Yeah.
So you've seen it a second time, you very clearly.
I agree too.
Very clearly, I didn't think that the mother knew based off of Stahlberg saying that she didn't know the first time. Rewatching it, there's so many times in the movie that the mom
Pushes them together. Yeah.
Pushes them together without really saying it. He likes you.
Mm-hmm.
And that moment right there is key because up until then, Elio knows his feelings but doesn't know that Ollie likes him.
Yeah.
And then they should be together and like letting them travel.
I was gonna say it's her idea to send them together. Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely knows.
And he's just broken in tears and like and honestly, I think that one scene that proves that she knows is reading the book to the father.
Yeah.
She's sitting there. She knows what the book's about. She's obviously read. She's translating it from German to English.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what the book is saying, and she knows what her son is feeling.
Yeah.
And that was a huge plot piece in the movie because then it cuts to them sitting at the pool and like, well, is it better to talk or is it better not to?
Yeah, that's a scene that almost was a throwaway scene for me, but now looking back at it, that's why this movie is so good, because through a second viewing, you'd really connect with that scene. I liked how the parents didn't. It wasn't like a cliche gay drama where the parents are deathly against it.
Yeah.
I think that's what saved this. Like,
That was a relief.
Yeah, if that was it. So,
I mean, those movies are important, obviously, but
it's been done so many times that
yeah.
it was nice to have a take on gay romance like this. Wahlberg's that final monologue when he's like, at 30 you don't feel anything, and when you get older no one even wants to look and touch at you. Like, I don't know. That was really powerful. Kind of like embrace youth.
Yeah. I was like, damn, my clock is ticking.
Choose life. Choose a career.
Oh man, I was tearing up during that. So that was. Yeah, and I agree that the mom knew. Do you think the girl knew?
I think she.
No.
I think at the end she kind of did. She knew something was at least wrong.
Well, yeah, he disappears for a couple of days, right?
She knew that something was wrong. I don't think that she knew what it was. I think that she was very caught up in her loss of innocence and knowing that like she just like gave herself up to him and he's completely ghosting her. I think that that's what she knew was wrong. I don't think she knew about the relationship. Another reason why I think the mother knew is when they go on the bus together and Oliver's woman comes riding up the bike and it's like, hey, come over for dinner, invite Margin to.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I know that they have this relationship, and I thought that in my mind the parents told them, like, hey, this is what was kind of going on.
Yeah.
And then what further makes me think that is when he comes back, Marge is like, I'm not mad at you, like, I'm sorry, and can we still be friends? It's not like I love you. It's I understand how you're feeling now. Can we still be friends? Knowing that the relationship wasn't going to progress because Ellie was gay, I think it's I still view you as a human. I want you in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, a common saying in when you're writing a screenplay is always add drama.
Mm-hmm.
This movie doesn't do that, and I think that's what's so good about it.
Yeah.
Because it just it feels so real. They're not just injecting random scenes to up the stakes.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's so understanding. It's a relief.
It's a very genuine, pure movie.
I want to read the book.
My older brother read the book before he watched the movie, and the second time I watched it, I watched it with him, and he said that it holds pretty true to the movie, besides the end. But the book spans their relationship over 20 years, where the movie obviously doesn't. You have that cut at the end, which is how I would have wanted the movie to end. But my brother says that the relationship in the book isn't a romantic relationship for the 20 years. It's them navigating like a friendship.
Them working together through both what they have to go through.
Yeah, so I made a joke that the book is just 20 years of Armie Hammer continuing to live his life, and Elio is sitting in front of the fireplace just crying for 20 years. Visions of Gideon just on repeat. But Zach said it's very, very well done, and he likes how the movie ended.
Luca Guadagnino was talking about the sequel this week. He said it would be set in Berlin.
I have to deal with the AIDS.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're gonna get a trilogy with this.
Yeah.
Which I'm all for.
Yeah, I'd love to see more of this.
I'd love to see more of the three. So, Stolberg, Hammer, and Chalamet. I don't see Stolberg playing too much more in the second and third.
No, his role is kind of done.
But Chalamet and Armie Hammer, they're actually super tight now, which it makes sense. They spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
But they have like a really good friendship now, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because the chemistry is going to be there.
Yeah. So what I was talking about before with like it seemed like it was gonna end was either like right before the trip or right after the trip. And obviously I'm glad that it kept going because that Stolberg scene's incredible and the fireplace scene's incredible. So that's why I felt like it was too long, but looking back on it, like you need that extra stuff. You need that solid finish to it.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna cut after the Stolberg scene. But I'm glad it ended.
Yeah.
Because the crying in front of the fireplace scene is just the last gut punch that you don't even need, but it just gets you so hard.
There's some from the span of time that you were talking about, there are some scenes that I feel like could have been cut. Like when they're in the hotel and they're just kind of like wrestling.
Yeah, that was weird.
But I guess it just like it builds on their companionship and it builds on the time of them needing that time away, like the mother said, and they get the time away not only in the sense of the story but the screen time too.
Yeah. It's the one section where Elio's sleeping and Oliver's still awake, and they show like the heat-seeking like kind of part.
Oh, that's
like,
weird.
What was up with that?
I think it's a dream.
I know. I think it's supposed to represent him dreaming, but like, it's in a weird way he did that.
It was all of a sudden was like,
and it's like probably 2 seconds long. Like it's like pretty bang bang.
That's the one part of the movie that I thought was unnecessary.
Yeah,
that did seem unnecessary.
You have such a beautiful movie, and then
with that weird filter on it.
Weird filter.
Yeah. Also, because it was that odd filter, I didn't really know what he was dreaming about.
Yeah, that was just so odd.
You couldn't tell what it was.
The weirdest cut out. Right?
Yeah.
I'm glad that it was so short because I think that if it was any longer or if they would have kept trying to go back to that, it would have really taken away from how beautiful the movie was.
Yeah.
But that was the only. It was on that.
Yeah, it was so weird for me.
It's a gorgeous movie. It's a movie I will watch multiple times throughout my life too. I'll always come back to it.
While it's still in theaters, I definitely recommend going and watching it again.
I think I will.
Yeah, because it probably feels shorter the second time too, because you're just like looking forward to those last few moments. So like,
and I think you're enjoying the trip.
And you're not expecting it to cut at any specific moment. Yeah. You just want
knowing that you're looking forward to different scenes.
Yeah.
You can really take in the entire experience.
Yeah.
Like take in their entire journey.
Yeah.
Without sitting on the edge of your seat. You're
right,
allowed to sit back, relax. This is really cool, and that's why I was catching the different things, like the mother's hanging ring marcher too, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it connects a lot of things that may have been not as closely connected the first time you watch it.
Yeah, because I was kind of worried that Armie Hammer was going to get dick. So like, I couldn't really enjoy that relationship because I thought it was going to end Timothy Chalamet.
Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard,
which it did, but not in a sad sense. In a I understand sense.
One take that I got from one of my friends, she said that she originally didn't like it, and it's because she felt like Armie Hammer's character Oliver was preying on Timothy Chalamet's character Elio.
I think he's 25 and 17.
Yeah. He comes into the house. He knows that this boy is confused and kind of takes advantage of him because he's lonely and he knows where he is. As far in terms of his sexuality, knows that Elio is confused and kind of exploits him. I don't view it in that way.
I guess I could see where you're coming from.
I could see where she's coming from. I disagree with her, but I think it's more of they're both lonely and they recognize the chemistry that they have between each other. And I don't think it was a predatory relationship at all.
No, it seemed very genuine.
Yeah.
I agree.
It would be interesting to watch this movie and not know anything. Because I think we all went in there knowing that Timothy Chalamet was going to be gay and Armie Hammer. Right? We both knew that.
Yeah, I don't think they hide that in the trailer.
They don't. They don't try to hide that at all. I just wonder how it would be
different
if you just knew nothing.
Yeah,
that's why I went in Shape of Water, which I'm so glad I went in Shape of Water.
Man, that trailer.
This trailer gave nothing away. Calling by your name.
No, there's not really anything to give away.
It'd be hard to give away.
Yeah, because it's just the experience.
And like you said, there isn't a lot of drama there, so it's just like you feel good watching this experience. It's no big plot points that you go, oh wow, they really gave a spoiler away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess maybe the Peach Soup just because it was really jaw-dropping.
Yeah.
How about the piano skills? I think he was actually playing the piano.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if he's actually playing the piano, that's awesome.
This kid is so damn talented.
I know.
We're gonna hear about his name for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Unless he dies from a coke addiction in 5 years.
Seems like a nice guy.
I hope not, but you never know.
I hope he wins. I don't think he's going to, but I hope he wins.
I would love for him to win.
That'd be sick. He won't.
He won't. But he
Alright, who do you think would win over?
It's Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman's gonna win.
And I like Gary Oldman, and he's awesome in that movie, but the movie just isn't that good. And this movie's beautiful, and the role that Timothée Chalamet plays is so much harder than what Gary Oldman plays.
I think that I would love for Timothée Chalamet or Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out. Those are the two people that I would
Neither one's gonna
see
win.
win. And they won't.
They won't. But yeah, I agree with you too. It's so much harder to take a character that doesn't exist in people's mind already and make us actually care about them.
And a lot of Oldman's performance should be attributed to the makeup artists.
Yeah, because if you're going to give Andy Serkis credit for playing Caesar for 3 awesome movies, then you can't give
Justice for
Gary Oldman.
Serkis.
Shut the hashtag. Justice for Serkis.
I have nothing else to add about this movie. I think we've all made good points for why you should see it.
I think we did a very good job.
Support it. It's great.
Watch it numerous times.
I love the movie poster.
Buy it on Blu-ray. Support Denis Villeneuve. Luca Guadagnino.
So I think the way that we have to end this podcast is us just longingly looking out the window or at this candle in front of us and crying.
Yeah.
The beginning of the play is just
Man, what an ending.
so let's somber up, you know?
Can you guys say a bad thing about this movie?
The dream sequence.
Yeah, okay.
That's bad,
That's
yeah.
probably it.
Yeah.
I don't got
I'm going
much.
to take it back to 8.6. 8.6 was me being petty. I'm giving it like a 9.4.
Wow. That was a full
I was
point.
going to say, the way you were talking about it, I mean, yeah,
I loved it. Keegan said 8.5. That was just, it got me in the moment. I love being petty.
That was a full point jump. Yeah, I'm a pretty hard critic. Like,
You are.
For something to be a 9, it needs to like really blow me away and like be one of my favorite movies ever.
I'm always a good half point out of you.
Yeah. But like an 8 is really good for me.
How much you say Series ends at the end of the year?
In my
What's it on Rotten Tomatoes right now?
96.
I was going to say, it's got to be up there.
Yeah.
I think that this one will withstand the test of time.
Yeah, it definitely will be.
Yeah.
It's got 96 on Rotten Tomatoes. I was trying to think of why someone would give this a negative review, but I guess bring up the Army Hammer, maybe
Predatory. I think
It's
that's the only thing.
And there's
doesn't feel.
what was the defense for him not being predatory?
He understood what he was going.
Yeah, it was just more of a very human connection where it wasn't I'm going to take advantage of this boy. It's, okay, I'm here to study, but there's this obvious tension, and the way that the parents set up their relationship, they want them to, like, have this companionship.
Okay.
The companionship was built in. Once they realized that they had this connection, their friendship started growing, and they realized that the chemistry was there, and the sexual tension was there, and Army Hammer doesn't make a move at all. It's completely Elio pushing the envelope of
Keep pushing.
he has to push a lot before Army Hammer budges, and Army Hammer tries to dismiss it numerous times. He's honestly being very responsible in the town square scene. In the town square scene, Elio's telling him, and Army Hammer kind of dismissed. He's like, "You can't tell me that." I think you could combat my argument with when Army Hammer like grabs him on the shoulder when they're playing.
I love that because like
But
when
it was I think it was a very like harmless, flirtatious thing that wasn't.
Because he brings it up later.
he's like, why didn't you tell me sooner? I gave you a background. Or he says,
and I feel like that's such a genuine thing you do.
Yeah, because I didn't read it as predatory at all. But I think if you do read it that way, why am I saying read? If you do see it that way, because there's no really closure to that argument. So if you see it that way, then that's how you're going to see it.
Yeah.
Like there's no way to
And
defend
But
it.
I think the
Especially
parents,
with him getting married.
add the closure to that.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
that being
right.
totally fine with it. The parents being totally fine with it, I think that does add closure.
I mean, his motivations can be different than the parents, though. It's where it can be predatory for
And
Army Hammer, but they still want
Elio
it.
is
You know?
a completely open book. to Armie Hammer in this,
Yeah.
where I love I'm just mixing the character names and actor names in the same conversation.
Yeah.
But Elliot was completely open to Oliver, where Oliver never says that he was in this relationship or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason that Elliot felt so hurt. Because I think he did feel deceived, and it was just he was heartbroken. But I think he felt deceived.
Yep.
And so I guess you could argue that.
Yeah.
Which I know you could argue that because I heard someone argue that.
Here's something interesting. Did you think the dad was gay?
I got that from the mom.
He had that shot at his not being happy with his wife. Like there was a little bit of that, and he was jealous of his son.
I think he was jealous of it, and he just never felt comfortable with it. No, maybe it wasn't I'm envious of your experience with him. Maybe it's I wish that I could feel the love or the connection that you feel with someone else. Like it's so pure and so strong. I did walk away thinking I think the dad has some repressed emotions, not completely comfortable with his sexuality. You can
I
that.
got that.
You interpret both ways. Yeah. Here's actually the quote. Here's the screenplay I pulled up. Then let me say one more thing. It will clear the air. I may have come close, but I never had what you two had. Something always held me back or stood in my way. How you live your life is your business. Remember, our hearts and our bodies are given to us only once, and before you know it, your heart is worn out. And as for your body, there comes a point when no one looks at it, much less wants to come near it. Right now, there's sorrow, pain. Don't kill it. With it, the joy you felt.
I think Stolberg did it better. Sorry, Mike.
He did extremely better. But yeah, he brings up there was always something there.
Yeah, I really think it's up to your interpretation whether or not he's just talking about love or he's talking about the actual sexuality.
Yeah.
Either way,
that scene is so fucking good.
Either way, I think it's terrific, and his character being ambiguous in that sense, but still being so understanding, shows like how good of a father his character is, and how good of an actor he is.
Yeah.
He speaks Italian this year. He speaks Russian this year. He speaks American this year.
Speaks American.
Speaks American.
America.
American. Yeah, that seems so good. And I like how stuff's not spoon-fed out of this movie.
Yep.
Everything's left for interpretation,
mm-hmm.
which leads to additional viewings being.
Besides the whole him coming to use PC.
We still need to close it out. You guys watch anything this week?
I watched I, Tonya.
Yeah.
We already talked about it in the podcast. Loved it. Big fan. The soundtrack is huge in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go watch I, Tonya. Watch Call Me By Your Name.
Both.
Been watching BoJack Horseman a lot.
Keegan's house is knee deep in
so
BoJack
funny.
Horseman.
It's
Knee
so
deep in
funny.
BoJack. Yeah, I've already watched it all the way through, but it's good to go back. I've wanted to rewatch it a couple times, and I'm glad our house is caught on. Because I recommend it to people all the time, and no one took to it. And it took you to finally just put it on the living room TV that people are watching it now.
I've been reading Ready Player One. I like what I've read so far.
That's getting passed around the house, too.
Yeah, plan on finishing that and then reading Call Me By Your Name. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy it today. Me and E2 were mad we didn't just go straight to Barnes and Nobles after.
I'm sure it was there.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
there.
I saw Phantom Thread. I think it's next week's podcast,
yeah, next
so
week.
I can get into it, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Nothing
Worthy
else.
of a Best Picture nom?
You can make the case for it, for sure.
I only watched BoJack. Short turnaround this week in terms of episodes, so I couldn't really watch anything. Didn't go to the theater. Didn't get any tickets, so I'll have to get some tickets on Monday. The theater. But yeah, Phantom Thread will be this week.
And then I think I'm ready for the year-end review.
Yeah, me too.
Very little left that I need to see. Anything, really. I want to see Molly's Game and All the Money in the World. I'm not gonna go see it. I don't think it's out of Gateway, and neither of those were gonna be my top 10 anyways. I doubt it, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. You can follow us at movie_ReBrew. Follow us on Instagram, movie_ReBrew, which it's terrible. Mike, get some pictures up.
You don't send me the
I know. Subscribe on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Leave a comment and a review. Follow me at Catch20Keegan, Mike at _Oglebay, Cody.
Cody McCune 12, CODYNCCUNE 12.
Great follow.
Great follow. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week for Phantom Thread. Ciao.
Later! Later!
That's how it's
Later!
Sometime you exploded, drop a few lines. When I catch you through the static, Irish goodbye, what a classic. Millennial girl in love once again. When it comes, she disappears. Maybe she'll stay.